I think directing for the first time was, easier than perhaps I thought it would be. Once I started to really kind of focus on film and really started looking at different filmmakers and, studying cinema from around the world, I became completely fascinated by, what you could do with film. But I always knew I wanted to be in education. I always enjoyed teaching. And the plan with film was I wanted to teach and write about film. And that's how I ended up. As soon as I finished up my master's program, I started teaching immediately. One of my former students had this project, Searching for Venice, that he was working on, and he was needing some backers, and so I kind of signed on as a producer for the film, and really enjoyed that whole experience. I think that my interest is sort of telling stories that kind of come from me, come from something that already exists within me. So they're definitely why I'm choosing to write and produce the films that I'm producing. Scotty Works Out, this was a film about a guy who spends his time in a gym, and he wants to meet someone, but he has his iPod connected to his face, and he hasn't really been able to talk to anyone. And once that breaks, once the iPod breaks, he's forced into having to talk to people for the first time. I was really surrounded by some really good talent. I mean, in terms of some of the actors that we had cast, and just, as I say, Jason and his work with the camera, and just several of the people that were sort of behind the scenes, made everything that I did so much easier. So the new film, Scotty and Josh Get Enlightened, is about two of the characters from the first film that discover, after a very passionate night, that they are at opposite ends of a continuum, and that continuum is one is a believer and one's a non-believer. And the question with that one becomes, can a relationship survive that type of difference in terms of personal or spiritual beliefs? It was this great experience because it was kind of really getting into this whole area, which, as I say, was fairly new for me because I hadn't spent a whole lot of time on the production end. But those two experiences really kind of catapulted me, and now it's like I can't go back.